So I'm doing this challenge today. No phone for the whole day. For those of you who feel like, oh my God, it's so easy. Well, try to be in the middle of nowhere. And basically, I do not actually have to like work on a job. So, it's just me, the nature, the silence, and no phone. So I'm allowed to use my laptop because I need to do some work. Work for myself, not for others. And I'm only allowed, I cannot go on YouTube the whole day or social media. So none of that is gonna happen. It's gonna happen today. Plus, I'm 2 hours in. I have a little bit of urge, but it's fine. I have some tasks that I want to do, not only today, but later in the, couple of days. I'm just gonna use my laptop for work, on my projects. I have a YouTube video to edit and write some blogs and some part of the ebook and so on. So I'm gonna do that. Music is allowed, even though it's distraction. Depends on what song comes on. But when I'm writing, I like to sometimes listen to the silence of all the sounds of nature, but also sometimes I need to kind of some music. So music is allowed, but nothing else. Plus, here I'm doing an experiment, and I am basically telling you to do the same because it's super uncomfortable, but I believe it's part of a good personal growth as well. So I'm not going to show you this. I'm not going to show this to anyone. I'm going to burn this after. So the whole point of today is to analyze and essentially an experiment how my mood, and you can call it a mental health, is affected if I don't look at social media, if I don't read the news, if I don't consume anything, because I want to see if there is a difference, right? So this is the point of today. Plus, in this little notebook, since the morning, right, for the last 2 hours, every thought that crossed my mind, even for 5 seconds, I wrote it down. And there's a lot that makes no sense, and it's basically all related to the past. And so when I look at it, I'm just this makes no sense. Why would I think of this situation? What is the trigger behind that? I'm so confused. I'm sitting here, right, drinking coffee, and all of a sudden this thought just comes in. I'm not gonna say what, but it's just situations from your past that are so not relevant today. And it just the thought just comes, and you're and you actually dive in it, right? So then you kind of oh, let me think about this. Oh yeah, this is what happened. And then 5-10 minutes later, you're why am I thinking about this? So writing everything down, at the end of today, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna be okay, I need to unpack some of those and try to get rid of them and try to understand why I decided to think about it, or what's the point of these thoughts, what's happening, because I'm confused. And this is pretty normal, but if you write it down, I believe it's gonna help you just be okay, my mind is full of absolute bullshit and I need to clear my mind. And I'm gonna do this today when I don't look. There's a huge fly which is now trapped here. I'm gonna open the balcony in a second. So I'm gonna do these thoughts when I don't look at social media, and then I'm gonna do these thoughts when I look at social media, tomorrow and so on. And I'm gonna also compare how negative, positive they are, because these thoughts so far within those 2 hours since I woke up are not good. It's the past situations that were not good. I'm not saying it was it's a bad, it's just it's not very positive so far, but I feel good. I'm in a good mood. I'm good, but I don't know why I have these thoughts. Anyway, we'll see how it progresses. And yeah, I'm gonna update you later in this video. So the plan is right now, I need to do the shopping. I have my shopping list. So I need to sort food and exercise. So I'm gonna go to the shop, climb that hill back up. I'm gonna write down the thoughts I had while doing this. And I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna work on some stuff that I wrote down in my plan, and I'm gonna, cook later on, and then I'll see if I go to the beach or not. So we'll see. Let's go. I literally came back up the hill. It is, ladies and gentlemen, 36 degrees, sunny, and a crazy person like me decides to this steep hill to climb this on a bicycle with the full backpack full of food. So I survived, obviously. Okay, the bottom line is I still haven't looked at I left my phone home. I had some urges, basically, like, oh my god, I wanna look at it, and I wanna film this, and I wanna, film this, that. And I realized I don't have my phone with me. And guess what? Like, I was on the beach and I just felt so good. I actually had like really nice thoughts, and it was just like liberating, and I was happy. I was enjoying this a lot, like in the sea, just be like, oh my god, this is so much better than jacuzzi in central London. So I have to say, like, yeah, and I felt more engaged with like the outside world. And I don't know, like also like the shop assistant was really nice to me all of a sudden. It was so funny. She really helped me because she saw me a lot of times. She knew I cannot speak Italian. So she sorted it for me. And then one of the customers, like, I did something nice for them and they were like, oh, grazie. And I'm like, I know this isn't connected, but yeah, I just felt a bit more connected to the society, I guess. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. Oh. And I know you're gonna be like, some of you, it's gonna be like, of course, like this is what I grew up in, a generation without the mobile phones. Like, I'm a millennial and I didn't have my phone until I was 15, and I could only do like message on it. I couldn't even take a picture. So I am a generation with I understand how it is to be without the phone, but for the last a lot of time, I have used it every day for business, and like checking the analytics and checking the likes and checking the views and checking the messages, and then the message and Instagram notification, jump on it, and it's a constant mix in your brain. Not to mention you go like on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, even 5 minutes, you can be triggered by absolutely random post or video that you didn't want to see, but you saw it because you're looking at it, right? Wow, this is gonna be, okay, I need to change this, okay. And we do this so many times a day, and I think we don't realize how much it affects us on a big scale. So I am pretty good right now. Okay, so now did my exercise, I'm gonna do some cooking, and then I'm gonna focus on my ebooks, blogs, editing YouTube videos, and things that I have to do. And without procrastination, of course, because I cannot actually go on YouTube or talk to anyone. So, okay, that's it for now. Let's see later on. It is a 6:40, and I have watched Guilty, a YouTube video. Yeah, the procrastination started, but I haven't looked at my phone. I haven't, or any analytics on like YouTube and stuff like that. So I only watched like one YouTube video or two. But I have done my article, 2,000-word article that I wanted to write forever now. And yeah, I'm still not gonna look at my phone. However, let me park my camera right here. I'm thinking to watch a film, but I would kind of round this up for today. I have been feeling very good in general, more connected, as I said, more connected to my environment, very productive. It's also a little bit exhausting, but I guess it's more exhausting to actually look at the screen of your phone. And now, I looked at YouTube video, and I'm not gonna say what I watched, but it's like a real story of a person. And now I feel kind of taken out of my environment again, right? Because it's something that is essentially has nothing to do with me, but I strongly relate to it. So it triggers me, which is hard to say whether it's good or not. Is it good or bad? Strange. So my thoughts, because I've been so busy, actually didn't get that much. So, I'm not going to show you, as I said, but the thoughts are not as many as I would think. I mean, it's not over yet of the day, but I think the most thoughts I had in the morning and the most rubbish thoughts I had in the morning. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to have to look at my phone because my sister is going to send me some link to live stream to see my nieces. But I'm going to keep writing my thoughts. And from the early morning, I'm going to be more aware of what I'm thinking. And I'll see how this changes. Okay, so that's it for me. I'm pretty fried. I mean, I hate air conditioning, but there's no other option for today. Yeah, that's my conclusion. Like, I liked it. I'm definitely gonna keep doing that. But it's not easy, guys. Like, if you're at work, like, fine. But I wasn't. And I slipped into my rabbit hole of YouTube. And I'm like, it's really interesting how this is part of our lives now. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you next time.